Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday morning mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk some wet shaving and some other things. What do you got this morning? Hang on. Yeah, I got Maxwell House this morning out of my Keurig machine, and I got a lot of Maxwell Keurig cups, so you'll see a lot of those in Monday morning bags to come. Monday morning mailbags to come, that is. Check out my mug here, The Last Hungry Cat, with Sylvester and Tweety. I bought this back in 1992 at Tower City in downtown Cleveland. Tower City was a brand new indoor mall in the Terminal Tower. Had a lot of upscale shops, and it also had a Warner Brothers store there. And I bought this in another Looney Tunes mug. I don't know where that is right now, but this one has survived since 1992. And the reason why I selected it today is because Sylvester the Cat was created in 1945 during World War II. And that's my segue to say thank you to all the veterans out there for your service. World War II veterans, Korean veterans, Vietnam veterans, veterans of the Gulf War, etc. Really, thank you for your service. Today is Veterans Day in the United States. It's also Remembrance Day in the United Kingdom. I'll have links below which will give you a history of both. But let me just read here that Veterans Day, formerly known as Armistice Day, was originally set as a U.S. legal holiday to honor the end of World War I, which officially took place on November 11, 1918. In legislation that was passed in 1938, November 11 was dedicated to the cause of world peace and to be hereafter celebrated and known as Armistice Day. In 1954, after having been through both World War II and the Korean War, the 83rd U.S. Congress, at the urging of veteran service organizations, amended the Act of 1938 by striking out the word armistice and inserting the word veterans. It's a brief history of Veterans Day here in the States. Now, Remembrance Day, people always ask, is it for World War I or World War II? I'll have a link below. Remembrance Day marks the day World War I ended at the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month in 1918. And again, I'll have links below to both Remembrance Day and Veterans Day. And thank you to all the veterans out there here in the States and in the United Kingdom for your service. Thank you very, very much for that. Okay, so let's get to some questions here. Chad Homier asked me, I have a brief question for you. Did you pre-order the new Gillette Heritage Razor on Amazon.com? I just pre-ordered mine yesterday evening, and mine arrives on November 20th. Can't wait to try this new razor from Gillette. Yes, I did. I ordered it a while ago when it was first offered, right there towards the end before they ran out. And mine was reportedly to have been delivered by November 5th. And if you've been to my channel, you see I don't have a review for it yet. That's because they pushed my delivery back to November 20th as well, for whatever reason. Maybe because I was right there at the tail end and I got just under the wire. I don't know. But I haven't received mine yet. And I checked again, as did Chad, and he has informed me that his is arriving on the 13th. Well, mine is arriving on the 13th as well, the 13th of November, which is this Wednesday. So as soon as I get that, I hope to do a review ASAP. In the meantime, thinking that November 20th was a little ways off and I wouldn't have a review for a new razor, I happened upon this guy right here from Fendrahan. This arrived just the other day. I've shaved with it already and I plan on doing a review. Fendrahan, can you see that? Which way is up? Well, Fendrahan, like that. There it is. Fendrahan. This is the Bloor razor. This is a solid brass razor, cap, base plate, and handle. Check out my Twitter handle, @GeorgeTuneBlog, on Twitter, @GeorgeTuneBlog. I'll have a link to this. This is on sale right now for less than $17. So I got mine for about $16.45, I think. A $5 discount coupon in my account. With the shipping and the tax, it worked out to just over $15. So I jumped on it. And a very, very efficient razor. I can tell you right off the bat. It's very efficient. Probably not as mild as they say it is, but I'm going to have another shave with it so I can kind of determine what's going on with it. But it was a really, really nice, efficient shave. And it is a beautiful razor with a beautiful lined chromed handle. And it has a flat base plate, much like the Yintao that you probably saw in a review I did. But really, very, very nice, good grip. Great weight. It's like 4 ounces, a little over 4 ounces, but solid brass, cap, base plate, and handle from what the folks at Fender Hand say. It's also called the Bloor because there's a Bloor Street in Toronto. Some of these razors that are $22.50 regular price are named after Toronto streets. Bloor, Bay, can't remember the others, but those two come to mind. But yeah, kind of neat, really neat razor. Beautiful razor, beautifully chromed, solid brass, so I'm going to be reviewing this as well. So hey, as soon as I get my Heritage razor, I'll be doing a review, so thanks very much for your patience. Really appreciate it. And thanks for the question, Chad. Okay, this question comes from Terry Barba Arias. Hello, Mr. Zarate. My question is about the Vikings blade Crusader versus Emperor. Just wondering if you like one better than the other. I watch your videos on them and notice the Crusader looks like it takes off more shaving soap than the Emperor, and it looks like a smoother shave. The Emperor seems to leave a little more shaving soap behind, looking like a little more work has to be done in order to achieve the end result. I will be buying one of them, but I have not made up my mind yet on the one I would want. I would greatly appreciate any input. Thank you so much for all your great videos and keep up the good work. Thank you very much, Terry, for this question. And I don't know which Crusader you're referring to. Now, there are two Crusaders out there. There's the Frosted Chrome Crusader, which has a numbering system on the adjustment collar. And then there is the classic or the original Crusader, which doesn't have any numbering on the adjustment collar. You just adjust it and shave by feel with this one. Pretty much a shaving enthusiast's razor, because you just dial around and shave and just try to feel your way through the shave without knowing what number you're on. And of course the Emperor is very, very stout and chunky and really a sturdy, robust razor. This also has numbers on the adjustment collar. So I don't know if you were looking at videos that compared the Emperor to this Crusader or the Emperor to this Crusader. Now, I can tell you that when I adjusted this Crusader, I would open it all the way up and I would just give it a quarter turn and then just a quarter turn downward and just start shaving with it. And I compared that to this one, assuming that these are both calibrated correctly. When I give this one the same quarter turn downward, I'm at about 6.5 to 7 on this right here. It corresponds to about 6.5 to 7. So if this is set at a little more aggressive than the Emperor, which I usually set at 6, yeah, it probably appears that I am removing more shaving cream with this Crusader here than I am with this Emperor. I can tell you that both of these razors shave very, very similarly because they both have the same kind of razor head with a great dual head to them. The only difference for me is this one is quite heavy and this one has the longer handle. So that does change the angle of approach just a little bit as you're shaving, just a little bit. I have found that to be true with longer handled razors and shorter handled razors. I often say that the shorter handled Edwin Jagger razors give me a more efficient shave. I think the shorter handle on that razor head just improves the efficiency a little bit for me. Over the classic DE89L, both good razors, just I think the shorter handle Edwin Jagger is a little more efficient for me. You know, the same could be said about this handle here might change the efficiency a little bit, up or down depending on your skin and your beard, but I have found these to be quite similar. However, when I do reach for one, I'm usually reaching for the Emperor because I like the added weight. This is just me. I like the added weight to it, and you know, I would guess to break up my pace and to put things in my rotation, then I'll switch to the Crusader, just because then I'm in the mood for a slim handle, something a little longer. It's just, I know it's a tough decision. It really is. Which one do you want? But there are times when I really do like having a little more weight and heft in my hand. And, since getting this one, everybody's been, everyone, I guess you could say, not everyone, but most wet shavers like to have 2 Gillette adjustable razors in their collection. They like to have the Gillette Slim, which I have, and also the Gillette Fat Boy, which is something that this has been, I would think, patterned after. Well, since having this, and having this really, really rugged, fat-handled, heavyweight razor, I've really kind of abandoned my search for a Fat Boy. Fat Boys can be $150, $250 in, really, really good shape. Well, I'm not prepared to spend that, but boy, oh boy, this was a deal. I mean, this is really terrific, and it gives me, I would assume, it gives me the same kind of feel and heft and weight that a Fat Boy does. Probably, possibly more so. Now, if I'm at a yard sale or estate sale and I come across a Fat Boy for a few bucks, yeah, I'm gonna grab it. But I'm not prepared to pay $125 and up for a Gillette Fat Boy. I already have this, which makes it, a no-brainer. I just use this and I enjoy using this. I enjoy using them both. It all depends on what you want. You want a longer handle that a little lighter, a little slimmer, or do you want something a little heavier? Because the shaves are identical, the approaches are a little different. That could affect the efficiency for you as an individual. Your mileage may vary. But yeah, if you saw me use this one, without my knowing, I was dialed up to a higher, more aggressive setting, which would probably result in removing more cream on that first pass versus something that was like the Emperor, which was set lower. It's the only thing I'm saying. It's the only thing I can figure. All right. Hey, thanks very, very much for the question. I really do appreciate it. Next question comes from Patrick Irumi. Patrick, you've been a viewer a long time. You spell your last name Eruimy. I'm assuming it's Irumi. Irumi? I hope I pronounced that right. If I didn't, please correct me, and my apologies for messing up your name. But Patrick writes, "Hi Mark," and he's commenting on my review on the Spike shave stick. He writes, "Hi Mark, as Jens Wagner already mentioned in his comment, Spike uses alpine herbs, among them the so-called Spike plant. The scent on this classic blue line Spike is lavender forward. I like the gray line called Active even better. Try it. And by the way, all Spike products are organic. Have a nice weekend, Mark." Yeah, a lot of viewers have been recommending and encouraging me to get the Spike shave stick. I got it. I love it. It's wonderful. The scent it's been said that the scent has a little bit of a pepper type fragrance to it. I didn't get that right away, but through more and more use, and I guess probably from it wearing down and blooming a little bit, from water being on it, yeah, it's really coming through. There is that sort of a slight peppery aroma that comes from it, but it has a very, very fresh, soap-like scent. It is terrific. It makes heaps and heaps of lather. Yeah, I am a big Spike fan now, and I'll have information below regarding the Spike shave stick and their ingredients. I can share a little bit with you right now. They write on their website, all Spike products contain the worldwide exclusive valuable extract of the medicinal Spike plant, which grows wild in the high alpine region. Now here's a claim they make here. This is much like the Latoha shave stick I use, where they use those mineral salts. If you saw that video, if not, check it out. Latoha uses these mineral salts from an ancient spring that's supposed to be revitalizing and invigorating, that sort of thing. Well, Spike is making the same kind of marketing claim here, but I kind of agree with them though. Spike has a calming effect on the central nervous system and simultaneously stimulating the vegetative nervous system. Spike relaxes without tiring and revitalizes the body and mind. The alpine soil provides the Spike plant with special nutrients via the roots. The harmonizing, balancing medicinal properties of the Spike extract are released through its precious oil which has been carefully extracted from the entire plant. Well, I tell you, I'll have more information below. I have a link below where you can read this whole thing. It really is a very interesting read. I had no idea that that was involved in the ingredients in this, and I do feel like it gives me a terrific, terrific shave in the morning. It really does. I used it this morning, had a great shave, and I think it does have a calming, revitalizing effect on me. I really do. You know, that's just me. Your mileage may vary, but I really have been enjoying this. So much so, I'm investigating on getting the Active Spike shave soap in their gray line, and I also want to try their aftershave and their balm as well. Really, really good stuff. I wish it were distributed more widely here in North America so the price would come down a little bit. But be that as it may, I think it's still worth the price of what we're paying for right now. This is $10 on Amazon. I'm sure it's cheaper over in Europe, and wish I had that price, but you know what? This is still well worth what I paid for it. But hopefully they'll widen and distribute it more and the price will come down. All right, hey, thanks very, very much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like, hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Again, check out my Twitter handle @GeorgeToonBlog, because I always broadcast sales and deals and other things that happen in the wet shaving community regarding equipment and gear and that sort of thing. Check out my blog, georgetoon.com/blog, for my comics with George, other cartoons, other videos like this. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/marksready, where you'll find all the products I review on this channel, organized and categorized. You can find everything in a snap very easily. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Thank you again to all the veterans out there. Thank you very much for your service. Make it a great week.